You ever ask someone for help? Just a simple request. Polite, reasonable, no pressure, no expectations. Only to have that single moment spiral into a storm of guilt, accusation, and a quiet verdict that you crossed a line? This is the story of a woman. A beach vacation, a bottle of sunscreen, and a request that triggered a family to question her boundaries, her decency, her character. Let's begin. She was 31 years old, a grown woman, capable, responsible, independent. But there's one thing she'd struggled with for years: cystic acne on her back. Painful, persistent, and nearly impossible to treat alone. When she was younger, she could ask her mom for help. But as she got older, more self-reliant, more private, she just learned to live with it, except for one thing. When it came to summer, sunshine, and the beach, she had to wear sunscreen, because for her, one sunburn meant a full-on flare-up, inflamed cysts, redness, agony that could last for days. She tried everything: spray sunscreens, long-handled applicators, mirror gymnastics in the bathroom, but none of it worked. None of it gave her the full, clean coverage she needed across her upper back. So on this particular summer trip, a beach outing with her family, she made a choice. A small, sincere request. They were already at the beach. It was a bright, sunny day, the kind that warms your skin and your soul. With her on the trip, her mother, 53, her younger brother, 28, and his wife, her sister-in-law, 26. Everyone was laughing, talking, getting ready for a relaxing day. She saw her sister-in-law helping her mom apply sunscreen, carefully rubbing it on her shoulders and back. No awkwardness, no discomfort, just kindness. So she turned to her sister-in-law and gently asked, "Would you mind helping me apply some sunscreen on my back?" She explained why, mentioned the acne, the sun sensitivity, the trouble with reaching that area herself. Her sister-in-law didn't flinch, didn't hesitate. She agreed. No fuss, no weird vibe, just a short moment of assistance between two women in a family. And it was over. The rest of the day passed without incident. They swam, they relaxed, they enjoyed the sun. But that night, everything shifted. Her brother came to her, and he looked off. He told her that her sister-in-law had felt uncomfortable, that she thought the request was inappropriate, that she didn't know her that well. And then came the words that cut. "You were out of line." She froze. Out of line? She hadn't pressured her, hadn't insisted, hadn't joked or made it weird. She'd simply asked. She explained the reason. Her sister-in-law had said yes, willingly. And now, somehow, she was the problem. She replayed it in her mind, again and again. The moment wasn't awkward. There was no tension. Her sister-in-law never said no, never seemed upset. So what happened? Was it a delayed reaction? A private discomfort her sister-in-law couldn't voice in the moment? Was it about modesty? Boundaries? Was she supposed to just know? She couldn't shake the shame. That hollow pit in your stomach when someone labels you as the one who crossed a line, and you didn't even realize it. She asked herself hard questions. Was the request inappropriate? Was it too intimate? She'd never seen it that way. She saw it as practical, necessary. A woman asking another woman for help. She even made sure it wasn't her brother she asked. That would have been uncomfortable. She went to the person who just helped her mom. Same gender, same family, no romantic implications, just care. So why did this feel like such a betrayal? The fallout was quiet, but deep. There were no loud fights, no screaming, Just distance. Her sister-in-law stopped talking to her as much. Her brother gave her side eyes when they crossed paths. She felt judged, embarrassed, confused, like she'd accidentally triggered some unspoken rule she didn't know existed. And worst of all, she felt alone because no one in the family spoke up for her. No one said, "Hey, maybe this was just a misunderstanding." No one asked her how she was feeling. She just became the girl who made the wrong ask, the one who made things weird, and that label stuck. So here she was, on Reddit, pouring her heart out, asking the internet what her own family wouldn't clarify. Was she the bad guy? Was the request inappropriate? Or had her family projected something onto her that wasn't there? So, am I the asshole? Host reflection. Sometimes, the most innocent moments carry the heaviest misunderstandings. A simple act, asking for help with sunscreen, can become a flashpoint for deeper discomforts. Cultural norms, personal boundaries, family dynamics, all of it wrapped into one fragile interaction. And when those dynamics aren't openly discussed, assumptions take over. Judgment creeps in, and someone gets left holding the shame. In this story, what strikes me most is the silence, the lack of direct communication, the missed opportunity for empathy. Instead of saying, "Hey, that made me a little uncomfortable," a private feeling turned into a quiet accusation, and it left someone confused, hurt, and isolated. We live in a world where physical boundaries are real, personal, and sacred. But so is the need to support one another, especially in families. Could she have asked someone else? Sure. Could her sister-in-law have said no? Absolutely. But when a request is met with yes, and only later labeled inappropriate, it's not just confusing, it's wounding. So let's ask ourselves, are we clear with our boundaries? Do we express discomfort when it arises? Or do we let it fester and infect the relationship? Because emotional clarity isn't just kindness, it's responsibility. And maybe, just maybe, this whole story isn't about sunscreen. It's about how fragile trust becomes when we stop talking and start judging. What would you have done? Let us know in the comments. And if you've ever been blindsided by someone's discomfort over something you thought was normal, you're not alone. Comment, "Not the asshole," if you think she was judged unfairly. Comment, "Boundaries matter," if you think it's a learning moment for both sides. This was AITA Stories. Thanks for listening.